Yes.
Perfect. Turn it over to Coach.
Hey, Les.
Hey, what's up, Jen Hoover? How are you?
I am good. How about you?
Doing great. I guess just get us started with an opening statement, or just your general thoughts on the win tonight.
Well, I told them in there, I don't know if there's a moment I've been more proud of this group in particular, but of a team with just what we've been through and throughout the year, but then kind of even in just this week and not getting our name called initially, then getting called to say we're the first replacement team, to knowing we're going to play without those the Jewel and Liv and Alex tonight, and not knowing what their status would be. So for us to come in, I told them, I said, we kind of battled with them. We knew they were really good. Jordan Dawson, wow, she's a talent and just so experienced and so smooth, doesn't really get rattled. And so just for us to withstand that and continue to trust each other, play confident, and then finally get that lid off the basket when our freshman guards just came in and started lighting it up. So just, again, everybody, I thought Demir Hines with 12 rebounds was huge for us. Elise with 5 steals, Alyssa and Reagan hitting the shots. And it was just a great overall team effort. And that we knew that's what it was going to take tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you look statistically and look at how the game played out, it did look like a consummate team victory. And you have to have a lot of pride in that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think this group has had a lot of confidence in themselves, but, a lot of times you can just rely on a Jewel to hit a shot. And tonight they had to rely on each other and what we had on the floor. And we've had a kind of saying going most of the year. We did a team retreat early in the year with Ramel Witherspoon, and it was, we all we got, we all we need. And tonight on the court, we had to go with what we had, and we knew it was enough. And we told them, like, our 4 keys to the game were belief, intensity, discipline, and energy, and just reminding them to keep believing in each other. And I think that was what was exciting to see. It was exciting to see each kid do. I told them before the game, I said, I need you to be an elite version of yourself. Now, I don't try to be Christina Moore. You're not going to be very good at that. I need you to be you. And I think that's, sometimes you just got to remind these kids of that and giving them confidence, and just love that we obviously that we came out on top. I mean, they're good. Akron's they're really skilled. They run a lot of stuff. That's what's hard this time of year when you run up against a team that runs a lot of different plays. We really narrowed our playbook down because of who was playing tonight, and we can open it back up for the next game. Well, we got to figure that piece out. And our kids really executed certain plays at key moments in the game that I thought was huge. The penetration dump pass to Christina Moore, I thought was one of the biggest timing plays of the game for us, because they had just made a little mini run and I was able to call timeout right afterwards. So, just super proud of them. Kaya Harrison, I thought, had a great floor game for us, even though I was kind of getting on her pretty hard. But I told her, you're a junior point guard, like run this game, run the team. And, and her and Elise out there together can help each other, and they don't have to do it by themselves.
Is this type of win and what you found out about your team today, this is kind of why you play these games at this time of year, right? This is one of the reasons you play in the WNIT. Obviously, you want to win games and win a championship, but you also want to find some things for next year too, right?
Right. Sorry, you froze. What did you say?
Sorry about that. I said, is this the type of thing that can kind of be a building block to next year?
Yeah, I mean, I told them when we got into when we played and lost in Greensboro that we really felt like we had a good shot to be in the NIT, that we had earned that right. There was a waiver process, and so our kids were more than gung ho about giving up part of their spring break to come back, because we feel like we've underachieved this year. And I think we went through a lot. And so you could look at it that way, and you could look at it in that we overachieved at times because of what we had been through and Jewel Spears, the only kid on our team up until tonight that had played every game. And now you can't even say that. So it's just the consistency, the lack of consistency in what we've been able to kind of practice with and put on the floor to show the character of this team when our back gets up against the wall again and again and again, just continues to tell me we got great kids, and they want and understand that we want to be dancing right now in the NCAA, but we have a chance to win a championship, and it's a 1-game deal, and that's all we're guaranteed. And so that's what we told them tonight. Have fun. This is all we're guaranteed right now. And, and it's just reminding them of that thing. But I do think it's something we talked about as a young team. This can propel us into, where we want to go in the future. I mean, for 3 seasons in a row now, we would be in postseason. With the COVID one, we didn't go. Obviously, nobody did. And I think Christina's probably the first person to graduate from here that can say that. And, she didn't really play in the first one, but we were eligible for it. But, that's kind of the imprint she's going to leave on this program.
What are the statuses of the 3 who missed tonight?
Day to day, they're all battling their injuries and trying to get back quickly. I would say, we hope to get at least 1 back, if not 2, before the next round. It kind of depends on Sunday or Monday. Some of them are getting reevaluated tomorrow. So, they've been great. I will say that all 3 of them have taken on leadership roles throughout practice and kind of hyping up their teammates and just constantly coaching them. And that's been fun to see as well.
If I remember correctly, you told me at the end of the ACC tournament that there had not been an MRI done yet on Jewel, and you were like, I'm not sure I want to see that, but yeah. I'm guessing the MRI wasn't all that.
Yeah, she's fighting a little foot injury a little bit, and kind of we're being extra cautious right now with her. So, and Liv's still dealing with her hand injury. So, and then Alex, sprained her ankle again. It's the same ankle that we dealt with before the ACC tournament. And then Friday in practice, she was balling. We were playing some FIBA 3-on-3 and trying to win the game, and comes down and tweaks it again. And, I feel like she's done a lot of rehab and a lot of PT to try to get the swelling out of there so she can play.
What was the excitement level just to be able to compete in a tournament like this, Jen, after you said not being included initially and then getting the word, oh, we'll win all of a sudden? What was that whole experience like?
Well, that whole 24 hours was the exact, like, the roller coaster of what our season has kind of been like. I told them before we left practice on Sunday, because we were off Saturday, we practiced Sunday. I said, look, guys, there's no guarantee. I'm not trying to, we felt confident, but there was no guarantee. And I said, I could get a call. We could not get called tonight. So I don't want us to not be prepared for that. But I really thought we didn't get it. I sent a text to them, bad news. We decided then we're going to do a team meeting at 3 on Monday to just kind of put closure to the season, talk about what went wrong. How do we avoid this? And Christina didn't even get to play in the last game. So we definitely all wanted to get a chance to have a meeting with her in it, because she wasn't in the locker room at Greensboro. And at 2:33, we get a text from the NIT saying, and so we, as a coaching staff, knew we were super excited, like, oh my gosh, can't believe this. But we still felt it was important for these kids to decide whether they wanted to play or not. And it didn't take them long. They were in there laughing and giggling and being all excited. And then they tried to play a little bit of trick on us, tried to tell us that they appreciated everything, but wasn't sure, with our situation, whether we wanted to play. But then Tina stood up and said, no, we want to play. And they've been great. Nia Becker told me 2 days after we lost in Greensboro, Coach, I've never played in postseason before. I can't wait. And so I think this young team understands. And when you get that taste of postseason, it's again, we want to be in the NCAA every single year, but we're still playing in postseason, and there's a lot of people that aren't playing right now. And these kids are still super excited to be together, to come to practice and to just work to get better. That's been our goal all year. That's what we said. We got to get better today. And if we continue to get better, then we'll get out of this postseason what we want out of it.
Did you see an 18-point game coming from Alyssa?
We sat back and she's had some good practices. Reagan's had some good practices, Marta. So we knew there was going to be opportunity, and that's all you want as a player. You want to get your chance and your opportunity. And, you don't want it to come at the expense of a teammate who's hurt and not playing, but it was a situation where there was no option. So, once I think what helped us is back in December when we were missing some other kids with COVID, those kids started games and played games. So it wasn't like deer in headlights. I felt like you could tell how much they've been through a season. Those kids aren't freshmen anymore. They've been through a whole season now. They were not fazed by it in any way, shape, or form. And I couldn't be more proud of that between Alyssa and Reagan, both just what they were able to do and come in there. And that's how we got the separation tonight.
I guess you'll be watching the tape of Wofford and Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're tipping up
right now. They probably have.
So you'll be watching that game the rest of the night?
Yeah, if it's on, it's probably on ESPN Plus or whatever. So
Well, I think that's all I have. Congratulations on the win and best of luck in the next round, Jen.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Go Deeks.